Shout out EmEz and tune in to the sit down.
Doesn't do it easy. That's what I'm doing.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the sit down. It's your main man EmEz, and across from me today is Miss Shay Johnson. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. How you doing?
I can't complain. I mean, I could complain.
What you want to complain about? What?
I'm be honest.
Be honest.
I had a sexual encounter last night that I'm not proud of.
Wait. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, I wanted to be. I told you I could complain.
I'll ask you what happened later. Maybe I can help you out. Not with me being a part of anything. Don't laugh that hard. I was just saying help him out with whoever she is.
No, okay. Back on topic. Here.
Okay, let's get back on the subject.
Shay Johnson is in the building. I did a lot of reading, trying to do research for you, and it said that you had a battle with depression.
I had a battle with depression after Flavor of Love. I started eating everything in sight, and I gained a lot of weight. I did. I went up to about 163, 64 pounds.
Well,
I'm only 5'3", so that's a little bit chunky. To me, cheeseburgers, fried chicken, and bread. So, hey.
Why did you go into depression? Why after Flavor of Love?
Well, it was actually after Love and Hip Hop. I'm sorry. It was after Love and Hip Hop.
Oh.
What happened was I thought I met the man of my life, and I didn't. So I just, at that point, just didn't give a damn about anything, and I needed to regroup and get my mind right, and who helped me with that was my trainer, Derek Taylor. Mm-hmm. So it was just something I went through that most women go through. You just have that guy that just throw you off your square, but that don't mean you can't ever get back.
Who was that?
Scrappy. You think I ain't gonna say the name? Lil Scrappy threw me off my square. He's also on Love and Hip Hop Miami with me right now.
How is that going?
The show is what it is. It's very realistic. What he and I had on the show was real. He came down to Miami. He tried to sow his royal oats with Shay Johnson, and certain things just didn't go right because I have a lot of major trust issues when it comes to Scrappy. He's played me so many times. You've seen that on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but there's a lot of things you don't know that happen behind the scenes.
Like what? Share.
I was never outspoken when it came to him because I never wanted to bash him or make him feel a certain way.
Why?
So it's just that it was just my feelings, my love for him. I was very overprotective. I'm very emotional. So I was overprotective of somebody that I cared about. But, wait, I ain't finished. Don't jump in. But I needed to learn to love myself more, and that was the problem.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
So that's why I'm very vocal right now. Because it's really, a lot of people want to know, how is Scrappy on Love and Hip Hop Miami, but he recently got married? That's the big question everybody wants to know.
Okay, so answer that.
Well, he was on the show with me. People want to know, were we intimate? Yes. Scrappy came to Love and Hip Hop Miami, and he kind of fed me another dream. He said that we can rekindle, we can figure out where this goes, we can try it again for the 10th time, and of course I believed him. And when things didn't go the way he wanted it to go, he ran off and eloped. That's basically what he did. And then recently he actually posted a post on his Instagram, and he stated how he was in a bad place in Miami and he's happy in his situation now with his wife. And I respect that, but guess what? When you were in Miami, which was less than 6 months ago, you were on top of me, and it felt pretty good. You understand? We were doing a lot of things together because I believed, again, his bullshit. I believe what he said. And because things didn't go his way, he just ran off and went back to the other situation. But Scrappy really never left me alone. He's been always in and out my life as long as I allowed him to be in and out my life. And at this point, I just don't want it anymore. I'm tired of him stepping on my heart. So I let the situation go, and he ran off and eloped. Too bad he couldn't have that Gucci Man and Keisha wedding. Throwing that out
That's
there.
petty.
Yeah, Petty Betty in the building.
Let's just sit down at your main man EmEz. There was a lot right there. So it's easy to say that you and Scrappy aren't on the coolest of terms at the moment.
I mean, no, of course we wouldn't be on the coolest of terms if you were in my face telling me that we can start over, we can start again, and we can try to see where this relationship goes, building our friendship on top of that on the show. Then you turn around, catch an attitude, end up in Punta Cana with your baby mama. Let's put that in there. This is it. Let me tell you about this timeline.
I'm loving this.
Yeah. He was with me in Miami. We got into it over some things that were happening on the show, which you would see. He ended up telling me he was going to Punta Cana and hang out with his boys. He ended there with his baby mama, okay? After Punta Cana, a little vacation there, somehow he ended up eloping with his now wife.
While he was in Punta Cana?
No, after Punta Cana,
Oh.
whatever happened in Punta Cana with his baby mama didn't work. So then he went from me to his baby mama to his situation right now, the female he's married to right now. I ain't mentioning nobody's name. I understand that his wife should feel some type of way about her now husband on television with another female. I understand that. But this is reality. He knew the reality was going to come out. He came to Miami. I never forced this man to do anything. I never asked him to. He pursued me. And because I had love for him, and I still do, I'm not ashamed to say that. It's just the fact that I'm more vocal now. So all this bullshit that he talked and all the lies on how he was such in a bad place, it was a great place when you were on top of me. I felt great when I sat on your face. It was great. Everything was great. But now all of a sudden you need to go ahead and cover the bullshit you did in Miami. Why? Because you're trying to protect somebody else's feelings, and you should. But I have to protect my feelings, and it's time for me to speak the truth. You're full of shit. But I wish you well. How about that?
Shay Johnson in the building, y'all. This is the sit down. I'm enjoying this. So besides for Lil Scrappy, I don't watch the Love and Hip Hop Miami season.
Why?
I'd be in bed.
Okay.
Honestly.
With that individual, they ain't giving you none, right? With her?
No.
That must have been new.
We don't need to.
That
Again, I
new.
told you this was something that was a bad situation. We don't.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Miss Shay. Talk to me.
We being real on your show.
No doubt.
Don't act like you ain't talked about this little female that didn't satisfy you. You ain't gonna ever get none by the time I'm done. Not from her.
That don't bother me no more.
Hey, she don't want it anyway.
Talk to me about your relationship with Pleasure P.
Pleasure P and I, we've known each other for about 10 years since Flavor of Love, and we've dated off and on, but I took him serious once he was in my life, and he helped me get through a situation with Scrappy that I was going through when I was going through my depression state that I was just telling you about.
Oh, so he was the shoulder to cry on.
He was definitely the shoulder to cry on. He wiped every tear, and then I went on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and he played me. So
how?
What do you mean how?
Again, I haven't seen the show. I just
Okay.
know that you guys are linked.
Well, he brought his ex on. She's Jamaican, and she had no idea of me. Coming to find out, I had no idea of her. But because we were going back and forth on our situations that we didn't agree with, he decided to go and explore with his ex. Which his ex was actually having sex with Prince. You know, Prince on Love and Hip Hop Miami. So she was trying to pursue my dude while I was hit. We're gonna get this out.
Who's Prince?
Prince is on the show. Prince is,
a
Tiffany.
fellow
castmate.
Tiffany is
Tiffany, you
come
watch
on.
the show?
Come on,
Yeah.
Tiffany.
You know who Prince is.
Interject.
Tell
Who
him-
is Prince?
Tell him who
Prince is a promoter. He's allegedly some hot up and coming promoter.
Prince sexy as hell.
He's
he's a hottie
Miami. He's trying to start like a clothing line or whatever, and he has like, I guess, beef with your friend. Because they're both promoters, but she's also a DJ. So it's like, Miami beef.
Okay.
Basically, this one female from Jamaica came in and started to pursue Pleasure and also pursued Prince on the same show. So this is the situation I had to deal with, which I will not blame her. Yeah, at the end of the day, I will blame him.
But that's not his.
But see, the situation was, it was an ice cream situation where I was mad. Let's talk about ice cream.
Right on the mint chocolate.
Mint chocolate.
I'm binge watching this
Her
weekend.
name-
Fuck it.
her name is Mint
I gotta
Chocolate.
catch up on Love and Hip Hop.
The Jamaican girl name is Mint Chocolate. There was an event that Pretty Ricky had, and they were presented ice cream that was named after them. I came to the event to support my dude. When I was there, he sort of disappeared on me, and I tried to find where he was. When I walked out to the back, he was sitting down with the female. I had no idea who that was, but you got to keep in mind, I've been through a lot of hell in Atlanta with Scrappy. I have a lot of trust issues, so don't put me in a situation where I feel like I have to react and protect myself, because right now I'm on a no-nonsense, road right now. So if you coming with the bullshit, I'm going to give you what you want. And that's kind of what happened. When you're sitting down with the female, I'm your woman. I'm here with you to support you. You got your ex up in here who I don't know that's your ex. I don't know that's your ex. All I know, I seen a woman feeding him ice cream with the spoon. Therefore, the horns came out and I was
sexy,
ready.
Though. That's sexy when they feed you ice cream. That's sexy.
Yep, and her sexy ass had ice cream in her face. Bullseye right here, all over. I threw the ice cream. It hit her in her face. So I'm pretty sure, you know what that taught her? Don't pop up in situations you don't know what's going on.
But you can't blame her.
I'm blaming her because she popped up. She wasn't invited. Explain that.
Maybe he invited her. How you know?
No, he said on the show I didn't invite. We just did the reunion. He did not invite her. He told me he didn't invite her. She popped up.
You won't stop believing what these niggas telling you.
Oh no. She said she popped up too.
Oh, she said it too.
She admitted it on the reunion that she didn't know nothing about me, and I get that. You didn't know anything about me, but I was in a situation with this man to where anybody could have gotten it. It's just unfortunate. Mint Chocolate just happened to have been in a situation where it was her. I call her Mint Chocolate because the chocolate, the ice cream that I had in my hand was Mint Chocolate. The Mint Chocolate was named after Pretty Ricky, okay? So that's where her name came from, because everybody's asking, why are you calling her Mint Chocolate? Because I threw the Mint Chocolate at her face, and I didn't know her name, so I say, hey, Mint Chocolate, there it is. That's your name, until I figure who you are. But when I figured out who she was, her name is Gabby, by the way. When I figured out who she was, I thought Mint Chocolate was a better name for the bitch.
Shay Johnson's in the building. This is very interesting. Let's just sit down. It's your main man, EmEz. Talk to me. I didn't know you were on radio.
Yeah, I worked at 107.9 in Atlanta, Georgia, and
Okay.
I also worked on 94.5 in Atlanta, Georgia until they syndicated it with Ricky Smiley. Then I was fired. But I like radio. It was cool, but once I started shooting the show, there was no way to maintain doing radio in the show because I literally moved to Miami, you know, to start my brand, Shay J Fit, which is my fitness brand that I started, and to, you know, see where this relationship went with Pleasure. So it was several reasons why I just left and went to Miami. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I'm glad I went. It was a blessing and a curse.
Now, what about your extension line?
Well, Shay J Bliss is a hairline that I have with my PR, Aisha. This is my publicist in the building, Aisha Auburn. And we started a line because I wear weave all day.
I was gonna say you ain't even got it unless.
This a weave right here. Heaven Hands is my hairstylist. We switch my wigs up all the time. We're gonna talk about this wig that everybody went in on me about too. Let's make sure we talk about
What
that.
wig is that?
So it was a scene where the ice cream scene.
Pull up the picture, Tiffany. Go ahead.
Yeah, pull it up.
Man, I need to
Ain't
see
no shame in my
this.
game.
I need to see this.
Pull it up. So it was this wig I wore. It was all blonde wig. And we had put it up in a bun. The girl that put it up in a bun worked in Miami. Her name is Jazz. So when she put it up in a bun, I was so ready to figure out what was going on with Pleasure. I couldn't find him. This was right before the ice cream incident happened.
Gotcha.
I didn't give a damn about nothing, nor my hair, which I should have, but I didn't. So I walk in there with this big helmet on my head, not caring about nothing. It wasn't on right. It didn't fit right. And when I say that wig went viral,
10 times.
Tiffany, we got the picture up or what?
that's
Is this
it.
the wig?
That's the wig that went viral. Everybody was talking crazy. So what we decided to do,
get it.
we had a bonfire.
What's the
Me and
problem?
my team.
What's wrong with it?
See, men don't understand what
Yeah, I
women
was gonna say,
see.
he didn't
They
get
don't
it.
see the
Yeah,
edges.
yeah, the edges.
They don't see the back ain't
The
fitting
back.
right. They don't see that bun don't look like it's mine.
Yeah, I see
They
what
don't
I'm-
see the hair that's supposed to be. It's supposed to look like it's mine, and it doesn't look like that. So I get it. When I say, you know, Kendall, I don't know if y'all know Kendall.
Kendall, yeah.
Kendall
Oh,
talk about me.
the TV dude.
He
Yes,
talk
yes.
about me every week.
He
Shout out to
just-
Kendall
every
because
time.
you made me so famous, baby. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Everybody talking about old Shay Johnson over here. Good, bad, and different. I love the fact that people are talking about me, and I know how to handle any situation, negative or positive, so it doesn't bother me. It's love.
Okay, so before you walked in, they were like, "Please don't call her Bucky." Why do you want to separate yourself from the whole Bucky?
That name was given to me by Flavor Flav on Flavor of Love, and it wasn't a name that I chose to run with. It was a name that identified me from one specific show. So moving forward, I am Shay Johnson. I would just prefer to be called Shay Johnson. It's nothing too negative. Like, if people recognize me as Bucky, I don't correct them at all. It is a part of me.
They expressed very
Yeah.
adamantly. She was like, "Do not call her Bucky. She will fucking flip out on you."
No, I won't flip out, but at the same time, I spoke with my team, my PR, and we've decided to brand Shay, which that's I'm Shay Johnson. Yeah, but still, Bucky will always be a part of me. Don't get it twisted. I'm never mad if somebody say, "Hey, Bucky." I'm gonna say, "Hey, what's happening?" But if you ask me, I'm not gonna say, "Hey, my name's Bucky." I will say Shay Johnson. That's just what we choose to go with. That's what I choose to go with.
Okay, now
That's my name.
besides for the hairline products and the reality show, what do you do in your spare time when the cameras aren't on you?
Ooh, let me tell you. About 3 years ago, I started to work out because I went through my depression stage and I gained all this weight. And I ran into this guy named Derek Taylor, who referred to me by Scrappy. And the difference, Scrappy was working out with him at one point, but Scrappy's always in and out, in and out. But I stayed consistent with this man. He's also a life coach. So he transitioned my mind and my body. Like, I just wanted to go in and lose some weight. I didn't give a damn about transitioning my mind and nothing like that. But when he gave me an understanding on why I had to have my mind right. My mind is not right. I can't focus on losing weight. I can't go in the gym and get to my goal because my mind is all messed up. So when he got into my mind and say, hey, let's focus on the positive things in your life. Once we did that, I started to lose weight. I lost over 40 pounds. And right now, I was 163, as I said before. I'm 125 today. I have my app coming out, my Shay J Fit app coming out. My ShayJFit.com is out right now, which you'll have clothes, meal plans, belly burners. You'll have everything you need to start on your journey towards working out. Because, come on now, everybody is into working out these days. Honestly, I think the transition of the fake butts, I think that's about to change. I really do. I'm not into that. I've never had surgery before. I don't have fake boobs. I don't have a fake butt. I don't have a fake anything. I work hard to get to where I am. Okay? But I ain't knocking the ones who do. I'm not knocking the ones who do. But what I will say is, if you do go get surgery, make sure you do it professionally. Go to a doctor that know what he's doing, because my homegirl right now, she's going through hell. 10 years ago, she went to a hotel to get butt shots by somebody that put Fix-A-Flat in her ass. So now she was having major problems because whatever that was started leaking into her bloodstream to where she almost died. So every doctor said, oh, we don't even know what the hell that is in your ass. We can't get it out, because they said if you don't get it out, you're going to die. So when she found one doctor that decided to take it out, when they took it out, like right now she's a motivator and she's speaking for those who's in her position, because she was lying and telling everybody it was real. But she finally came out with her truth, and she's happy with who she is. Her butt ain't all bow, but she's living, okay? She could have died. So if you do decide to do it, I'm not knocking. If you do decide to do it the right way and maintain it. Don't just go up under the knife and think, hey, I'm going to look like this forever. You better take your ass to the gym, because you'll get back whack.
See, my biggest thing with that is like, so when you have a daughter, right, and she asks you, why my back extra long and you got this fat butt, Mom? What you going to tell her?
I went to Dr. Such and Such, and he added
and now
extra.
she's gonna be like, well, I want one too.
Well, it depends on your mindset, and my mindset is I don't want my daughter to go that route.
There it goes.
But she's going to have a mind of her own, and she can make her own decisions. So if she does do that, I will support her, but I will make sure she's supported in the right, proper way. Don't go get Fix-A-Flat. Go to the doctor that's gonna transfer that fat. That's the best way to do it. They the fat transfer.
Care to tell me about the reunion at all? Wow.
Are you serious?
Why?
You want me to be fired? Well, I can't tell you too much. It was lit. There were situations where I felt like I was attacked by many individuals at one time.
Because the reason I asked that is because it seems like you've got a couple storylines coming at you.
I do. I'm in many different storylines. But like I said, I'm very emotional. And at this point in my life...
What's your astrological sign?
Libra.
Oh, okay.
What that mean, though? Hell, I don't even know what that means. You're just like 100. I don't know what that means. But I am who I am, regardless of what my sign is. I am who I am. I've read like horoscopes and things like that. It's almost like I can relate to several. Mm-hmm. So I never studied astrology to know that world. But I'm a Libra.
So what's next for Miss Johnson?
You know, coming out here with my team. I got my hairstylist, my makeup artist, my PR. I got my team out here. Without them, I wouldn't be anywhere. And we've been networking with different people, and I might have a possible shoe line coming out. Like, it's been so many people just coming up to me that I wouldn't even expect to want me to be a part of their brand. But I have to learn that, hey, I'm popping.
Let them know, baby. You popping.
I'm popping.
Shit.
And I can take your brand to the next level. But I needed to have faith in myself, because sometimes I get discouraged. Even though, you know, it's a lot of people that say a lot of negative things about me, especially pertaining to this show. But I had to put my game face on and know who I am and know my worth.
I think a lot of people in the world need to ingest more love. Learn how to love yourself.
Okay.
Okay. As long as you learn how to love yourself, you'll be able to put out the right love, and people will in turn love you.
Yeah. What I needed to learn was everybody won't like me, because they don't. You know, and that's fine. It's not for everybody to like me, but hopefully you learn to love me. And if not, it's cool. I'll keep it moving. I won't allow that to affect anything that I'm doing. So it's cool.
Shay's out here, fam. Letting y'all know she's out here hustling like a motherfucker too.
I am.
thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
I enjoyed this. Any lasting impressions you want to tell the people?
Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, which is Shay Johnson. My Shay Johnson is Snapchat. I am Shay Johnson is Instagram. My Shay Johnson is Snapchat. ShayJFit.com. Make sure you follow my fitness site. And everything else you want to know, really, you can follow me on Google. I'm everywhere, baby.
Get your Googles.
Thank you, Mona Scott. I got to give a shout out to my boss. Thank you, Mona Scott Young. Thank you to my hairstylist, Heaven Hands. Thank you to my PR, Aisha Albritton. Thank you to my makeup artist, Makeup by Barbie. And thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. Mona, I'm still waiting on that phone call.
For real, you didn't think I was going to run my mouth. You probably thought I was going to come in here like I'm a...
Mad bougie. I thought she was going to come in here mad bougie.
What I don't like, a lot of people on the show, Love and Hip Hop Miami, they don't want to expose who they really are. I won't say no names because they will come out possibly second season. But they don't like to expose the truth. When you live in your truth, you will get a lot further. Everybody playing this peaches and cream, perfect individual. Nah, ain't nobody perfect. And if you can't relate to the public, you won't get no ratings. The reason people like me on Love and Hip Hop Miami because a lot of people can relate to me, my story and the bull I went through. So long as you can relate and be real to yourself, you'll always win. So all the fake people on Love and Hip Hop Miami, I'm going to expose you. Season 2.
Woo! Listen, Mona, if you take this, I want points, fam. That's all I'm saying. That right there, season 2, I'm locked in. Thank you for coming, Shay.
No problem, baby.
It's the sit down. It's your main man, EmEz and Shay Johnson.
Hey.
Shout out EmEz and tune in to the sit down.
Doesn't do it easy. That's what I'm doing.